All right, are we live? So today we're going to be reviewing a seven-figure business owner's webinar in the Airbnb niche. Let's get right into it. So starting off the webinar right off the bat, playing music. I mean, this is good to like raise the vibes, raise the energy. When does he actually start the actual webinar itself? So we're 2 minutes in. Doesn't look like webinars actually started. Guys, you want to make sure when you're running your webinars to start them within 2 minutes. Like, too many times I see people who just stay on their webinar for like 5-7 minutes and the thought process is, let's let more people into the room. But no, you give the first movers, people who are in the room first, you respect their time and you gut right into it, or else you're gonna see a massive drop off in the first few minutes of your webinar.
Well, I think the last time it was this hot, I think it was like 1940. 3 more minutes. My team is currently sending out texts.
Yeah, 3 more minutes is way too long. 5-6 minutes. Okay, now we're starting.
Like an introduction of who I am. That way, when I get on stage, I can get straight into the information. All right, guys. So here's what I'm gonna do.
I'm so confused on what that video was for. That's not necessarily like a bad thing. We have a client where we play some sort of intro video, but it's like the first 90 seconds of the webinar. It's not after people join, then play the intro video. So this Airbnb specific model is, you can get into Airbnb. You don't even need to own the houses. So that's a good start to the webinar, handling those objections and preconceived notions.
And guys, just, brutally honest with you guys, it's not just Airbnb. So let me ask you the uncomfortable question. If the single biggest real estate business in the world figured out this business, we have the old way and we have the new way. The old way, I like to call the ownership economy. You need about
old way, new way. I think like Russell Brunson was one of the first people to do this, and everyone used this from his like framework where he showed the old way of doing things and now the new way, like the old opportunity, now the new way. It still works to a degree. Like, I don't hate it. Shout out to Russell.
$60,000 for a down payment. It's going to be a 30-year commitment because you're actually going ahead and you're pretty much getting married with the bank, right? The bank has to decide if you even qualify for the loan, right? You're going to have to go through multiple 1,000 units. And
okay, so actually, no, that's fine. And I do this class so I can someday partner with you on deals and expand my portfolio. Good. Revealing your intentions up front. So that's very good. People don't do that on their webinars. Review your intentions for doing this class. Why am I sitting here giving you all the information in the world? Am I a saint? No, I do this to make money. What Tabari did perfectly is he just said, hey, someday I want to partner with you guys on my deals and expand my portfolio. That's exactly why I'm, here today. And it makes sense. Like, oh, okay, got it. Now I understand. It's a little bit of selfish intentions, but you're revealing the truth and people respect the truth.
Just like Ayana, she was not any different than you.
What time is it? What are we in? 12 minutes. Ideally, you want to show proof in the first 5 minutes of the webinar. You need to understand that when people hop on your webinar, they think you're a scammer, right? So you're not a scammer until you prove otherwise that you're not a scammer. So what you want to do the first 5 minutes of the webinar, show proof. We're 12 minutes in. I've seen worse people not even show proof until the pitch. And this is good. This is a really good form of proof as well. Student interview, screenshot, 90 days. This is good.
You are right now.
Ideally, you could show where her Airbnb is, her Airbnb listing, if she's comfortable with showing that as well, like just more proof.
She joined this training, actually, she get into air from very thick Asian accent, and he still took the information that I'm about to teach you guys today. We went to high school. I moved to Miami. She's a 4.6 star rating. Guys, forever. And guys,
Good, that's good proof. Ideally, when you're showing proof, you're showing the different types of ICPs that you have. So for example, if your ICP concludes of like single moms, married people, college students, you want to show each of these people. That way the person watching on the other side at least resembles one of the case studies or student testimonials that you've showed.
Warn you, this isn't a promise that you right now watching this are going to become.
Good job again here. Like, people believe you more when you just tell them the truth. Like, a lot of you guys make your opportunities sound way too good to be true. So give them the reality check. Like, hey, listen, you're not going to be rich. Just like you watching this video for me, you are not going to make 7-8 figures from your webinar. I have no clue who you are. Okay. However, you could take the lessons that we've learned from the past years of running hundreds of these things and generating multiple millions of dollars in order to give you your next best shot at doing so.
Rich, fabulous, or fabulously rich. If you don't follow it, nothing will change.
Good earning disclaimer. Good.
So guys, with that being said, I want to start off by doing
all right. So 15 minutes in and we haven't gotten into any education, any sauce. Not good at all. Very bad. All right. Bitcoin opportunity. Everyone uses this in all of their webinars. Like they compare their opportunity to Bitcoin back in 2012, 2016. I love it though. It works. Implementation, my stats. Yeah, we're still talking about you. Like it's 20 minutes in. We're still talking about you. Okay, yeah, I'm lost. The wealthy don't hate money, they master it. Yeah, we're on a bunch of tangents. So my entire methodology for webinars comes from my love of movies and TV shows. Okay. My entire team knows that on Sundays, don't message me because I'm watching a bunch of movies. Okay. But I don't do that for my own entertainment. I generally take the principles from movies and apply them to webinars. Okay. So each scene has a specific purpose. Each slide is a scene in your own movie. Okay. And when you go off on random tangents or introduce characters that don't need to be there, like you confuse the audience very badly. So right now, I'm totally confused. I don't know what point that you're trying to make here. But what I do know is that we're 24 minutes into the webinar and we have not taught them a single thing, which is bad. A webinar has 4 different parts. I mean, the introduction, the content, which is what you teach, the pitch, and then the transition. So right now, we're still in the introduction. We should be teaching.
Pour from an empty cup. You have to fill yours first and then study it. Join this, try this. She was able to buy. They took action before it. And guys, for the next 60 minutes, I need your full attention. What I'm about to teach you has made me down, earn.
One thing I will give this webinar is the slides are very engaging. Most people's slides that I see are like static, like it follows the same structure every single time. But this is like, there's very engaging with the copy, with the images, where you place the copy. The slides weren't done bad. But the only issue is that we are all confused at what points that you're trying to make. When you're trying to teach someone something, you need to teach them a specific point, make sure they understand the point, then move on to the next point, okay? This is how I like to just tell our team, again, like when you think of a movie, you're able to follow the progression of the character in a movie. And they do that because they structure the scenes in such a way that your brain can remember where it's at in the movie. You can remember the place and time you're at in the movie. Right now, I don't know where I'm at. I'm so confused on what are we talking about here.
No, it just popped into my head, okay? And you can do this for any.
And I'm a pretty smart guy, so if I'm confused, the audience is for sure confused. I don't even know how you got to like pitch. Like, did you ask for their permission? Let me see.
This isn't a course where you buy and you're on your buy and you're yours. Something you buy with them Skyrocket every month for 3 years, and we have 0.
Okay, cool. Number 1, before you guys pitch, ask for permission. It's just like ask for permission. It's the courteous thing to do, and it really pisses your audience off because like you don't understand the mind of like a regular person. Like when they're registering for the webinar, they think it's just a free training. And then like you're now presenting this opportunity and you're not asking them like, hey, can I talk more about this? Is that cool with you guys if I talk more about this? If they don't say it's cool, I mean, they're going to say it's cool. But if you did your job, they're going to be like, yeah, heck yeah, bro. I want to buy your stuff. Okay. And what Tabari did correctly was he made it explicit in the beginning, his intentions, but then he didn't tie it back in here to say, hey, is it okay if I talk about it with you guys? Okay. Because then they're going to say yes. And once they're in agreement that now you can pitch, then you're good. Then you're good at pitch, okay? And if you say something like this, we reject all these people, you got to show it. You got to show proof. If you make any claims on your webinar, show proof right after. Right after. I tell our team this all the time. After claim comes proof. You have to proof everything after a claim.
0 negative reviews. Why? Because we cannot accept everyone, and we do these classes, these workshops, to find our next 25 personalized guide. First, personalized guidance. Someone to look at your specific personalized. We cannot accept everyone, and we do these classes, these workshops, to find our next 25 star students that we
25, like there has to be a reason why it's 25, right? Give the reason why it's 25. If there's limited spots, because for example, he already told them, hey, listen, I want to partner with you guys. That's number 1. Number 2, not showing enough proof in the very beginning. In the middle and the end, a lot of proof, okay? Number 3, going outside of the pocket of the pitch. Stay in pocket, okay? That means once the pitch enters, just pitch. Don't play videos, don't do all these other things. Just pitch. Number 5, when you relay the offer, every single offer component needs a sales argument like the one that I just gave you. And you need bonuses as well. That's another thing as well. There was no bonuses. A lot of videos being played. Q&A is good. But other than that, what he did really well was the webinar was super engaging. Super engaging. I guarantee you look at his retention, he has high retention on this webinar, right? Obviously, he's an engaging figure himself, but the webinar, very engaging. The deck was done well. I love decks that are engaging as well. It seemed like he knew who his audience was. I think we could have done a way better job at teaching them exactly how to get into Airbnb. But great webinar overall. I hope that you could take a piece of the strategy, you guys watching this right now, and even Tabari, and implement some of these strategies into his next webinar. And I'll see you guys in the next webinar review. Peace.